guys, welcome to the shop. Now, this is definitely a different video. My buddy Brian Block contacted me. He's a friend of mine and fellow YouTube machinist. He also lives about 30 minutes down the road. Contacted me, said a friend of his has a couple pieces of equipment that he wants to get rid of free. Now, one of these pieces of equipment is a large dual horizontal saw, and from the pictures that Brian sent, it looks like an automated saw. I don't know that that's necessarily something that I'm interested in, with my scale of work, but we'll see. It's free, and worth a shot, I think. If nothing else, maybe parts. I just don't know. I don't know the condition that it's in. But both of them look pretty rough from the pictures. The other piece of equipment is a Maxo surface grinder. Now, I've never heard of the name Maxo before, but it looks like it's shedding its paint anyway. But Brian said it's a 6x18 is what he thinks it is. It is an automatic or hydraulic machine, which is great and what I've been looking for. And if anybody, I know some of you guys know that if you run a surface grinder, cranking the handle gets old really quick. So, I'm looking for a surface grinder. I don't know that I'm looking for this one, but I'm definitely looking for the hydraulic or manual version. So this is kind of exciting for me. I get a chance to go visit my buddy Brian. I'll take you guys along with me. My dad is possibly going to go. The only bad thing is that it's supposed to rain, but we'll see. So I'm going to throw some stuff in the truck and call my dad, make sure that he's going to go, and then we'll head out. I really don't think that I can lose on this. It's just a local free equipment, so I'm kind of excited about it. Let me get some stuff ready and we'll head out. If there's one thing that Harbor Freight sells that I endorse, it's these cheap trailer lights, man. I think they're $7 to $10. You don't have to constantly worry about your real trailer lights sitting out in the weather and not working. These things, just stick them on the trailer, hook them to the truck, and you're good to go. You just keep them behind the truck seat. They're awesome. So we're on our way to Brian's. We're just about there. I'll show you when we pull in. But it's pretty nice country out here. Me and my dad. Here's the big Monarch. What's the swing on it again? 40 inch. That's what I thought. 40 inch Monarch.
No, 180 between centers.
He's in the process of getting it back up in running condition. So for any of you guys that don't know, this is Brian Block. It's BCBLOC 02, yes, on YouTube. So check him out. He's a pretty interesting fellow with some really neat equipment.
That's a fine looking dog there.
He's a good dog.
I can tell he is. Hey, buddy.
Look at that compound.
You can almost talk to him. He's a whole lot like a person.
Yeah. Bailey knows what's going on.
Here's his pup, Bailey. Real nice critter. He's the star of the show a lot of the times on Brian's channel. The inspector, supervisor.
All of them.
Yes. Check out them V-ways. I mean, it's hard to tell on video, but they are monster. You know, and a lot of people don't see this kind of equipment in person, and it's, you know, hard to put into perspective on video how actually large this machine is.
The lead screw is 3 inches.
Yeah, monster machine. So go check Brian out.
There's a crane that runs on it there.
Got a bridge crane in here.
15-ton crane. It helps to be able to move stuff like this with. Or the big G&L mill sitting back there.
Yep.
Another major moving experience.
Big horizontal boring mill. Didn't get any loading footage, unfortunately. It was raining, and it's pretty much all hands on deck. You know, it's pretty typical, but we're loaded up and ready to go, and on our way back. The gentleman that I got the equipment from had a skid steer or a Bobcat, probably a medium-sized one. I didn't get the numbers off of it, but didn't have any problems putting the grinder on the trailer. But the saw was pretty much you know, one end at a time and pushing it up on, so it was interesting.
He was already riding those
Kayaks. Yeah, they love to put in here. They pretty much do it all year round, really.
They'll really be at it when the weather gets warm.
Oh yeah. The saw is not necessarily something I'm interested in, but it was a package deal. They were both free. It was, you know, take them both. You know, I just want them pretty much out of my way. and they were local. That was the main thing, that and the price. So I took them both. You know, I don't know the fate of the saw. I really hate to see a nice saw like that go to the scrap yard, because it truly, at one time, was a really nice saw. But, you know, you can say that about a lot of pieces of equipment. And would take a lot of work to get back, you know, in condition where you could... Wow, we got a crashed car here. Hopefully nobody's hurt. Wow. That's something. I better make sure nobody's in there. Make sure there's nobody in the back seat. No, nobody in there. Wow, they hit pretty good. Well, I hope they're okay. I'll have to call the police. We get a lot of times people wreck around here and then take off, so you know they don't have insurance or license. A lot of times they'll take off, and that may not be the case. I'm not saying in this situation, but it happens. Hopefully they didn't get hurt. It's always good to try to help if you can. That's a bad situation for anybody to be in. Luckily, the police were already informed, so we're good to go. And almost to the house, so yeah, we'll bring you back when we're there. Get her, Chloe. Oh gosh, you're getting dog bit. What are you doing, girl? Mommy picking on you? Picking on that baby.
This guy's like, no, please.
She's camera shy. And Itsy doing what she does best. Hold the couch down.
Like that.
Don't you, girl?
Because I'm old, Daddy.
Oh, you can get dog bit, Chloe. Typical Chihuahua. Alright guys, it's finally stopped raining long enough for me to come out here and show you what I got. It's been 3 days since I've got this trailer back here with this stuff on it, and this is actually the first chance that I've had to bring my camera outside and film. So, here's the saw. It's really not much to look at, but got some good components on it. It's a little past gone, I think, personally. It's pretty rough. It would never be back in its original condition as far as an automated saw. And to be honest, that's not something I want anyway. I mean, that would take up 25% of my shop space just to use this thing, and I don't run enough material to need an automatic saw. So really just parts, but you know, it's got some really neat components on it that I think that I can you know, take advantage of. It's got a 5 horsepower 3-phase motor on it. It's got a really nice coolant pump on it and some really nice pieces of cast iron that I can potentially use. Now I'm not going to make any decisions on it right now. It's still early. You know, I'm definitely not going to haul it straight to the scrapyard. The gentleman that gave it to me could have done that, but I am going to move it up on the hill. And my dad said, "What are you going to do, plant flowers around it?" And I said, "I can't believe you would ask that. I haven't even had time to think about it. Maybe some roses, I don't know." Anyway, you know, it's just an old, large, automatic saw that, you know, was going to the scrapyard, and I decided to at least, you know, rob some components off of it and give it, some of it, a second life, if nothing else. But like I said, I don't know yet. So, the main reason I went is for the surface grinder. Now, it's rough too as far as its appearance, but I have had a chance to come out here under the tarp in the misting rain and clean it, or at least wipe it off a little bit. And I really think it has some potential. You know, we'll see. If nothing else, a good project. It is a Kent, or it's a Maxo brand surface grinder, but manufactured by Kent. So a lot of you guys will be familiar with it. A lot of people own Kents. They're a budget model grinder, but are decent. And this one happens to be a hydraulic or manual, like I originally said in the beginning of the video, and it is also pretty much complete, I think, other than the dust scoop and stuff. So let me get the tarp off of it, and I'll show you what I got. Alright, so it's getting dark on me, and I gotta do this quick. Now, first impression, this thing is really rough, and it is exactly what I would expect from a free grinder. And probably if there's any machine on the planet you should steer away from, it's a free grinder. These things are known for eating themselves. But I have had a chance to, you know, look this thing over on the trailer, and I'm not seeing anything that really concerns me, really. You know, I'm seeing some wear, but nothing that I would consider visually excessive, if that makes any sense. All the movements feel really good on it. You know, I'm not getting any major backlash in the screw, although, you know, it is an adjustable nut on it. It has an electric motor in here that powers your, I guess you could call that the Y-axis. And the table moves nice and free. It's set downhill right now. A lot of excess to get it to move uphill, but spindle feels really good. just spinning it by hand. You know, I don't know if that means anything or not, but we'll find out. No in play, you know. But the first thing that I'm going to do with this is run the spindle. I'll run the spindle, get it hot, because if it's bad, there's no reason for me to go any farther with this. I'm going to spend the minimum amount of time on this I can to evaluate whether it'll be worth saving or not. But I do think that it's worth a shot. You know, if nothing else, I got a hydraulic pack with it, which is really good. And, you know, it's pretty much complete, other than it does not have the dust scoop to collect the dust, and it did not come with a coolant system. But the large saw has a nice coolant pump on it that we could possibly make a coolant tank and stuff for this if it does work. You know, I have nothing invested in it, so I really don't have anything to lose, and I enjoy this kind of stuff, so I think that it'll be worth it. It'll be fun for me, I know anyway. I'm already enjoying it. But limit switches and stuff, so you can set, you know, automatically for this thing to go to a certain point and stop. You know, you can set the end points on your grind, so it's completely automatic. And at one time, you know, was a real nice machine. I guess you could say that probably about a lot of them, but you know what I mean. We'll see. Got a, you know, automatic oiler, so it oils itself automatically. I don't know. I gotta get this thing off the trailer, I know that, so you know, we'll have to do that soon. Well guys, I think that's it, really. Just a simple road trip this week. It's been crazy busy around here. And I've been busy around the shop, but not necessarily on, you know, on projects. I've got several lined up, just, you know, I've been trying to get all of the stuff that I don't need out of here, really. All the boxes that I haven't opened in a couple of years, you know, there's no need for me to keep that stuff around. I gotta open up some space, because I've got, you know, I've got plenty of space if I use it proper. I need to get my mill moved. I think I'm gonna do that this weekend. I really wanna, you know, get it out of the doorway and get it in its position. I can't paint it or anything until the weather gets better anyway and warms up and gets consistent. So I'm gonna get it moved and then hopefully try to get that grinder in here. Not in this area, but in the shop sometime this week. You know, we'll see. So I'm optimistic about it. Here's the mag chuck off of it. You know, it's actually pretty big and works fine. So, you know, everything that I've seen on it, just looking at it on the trailer, looks, you know, what you would expect. So, you know, we'll see. If it turns out good, that's great. And if not, you know, I don't have anything in it but some time. So, you know, I'm excited about it. It's exactly what I was looking for as far as size and function, so, you know, I think it'll be fun. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you need anything, contact me through my email. Big thanks to my patrons, to my subscribers, my viewers, you know, I really appreciate it. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.